Hello, this is Bridget Bell with Divine Essentials. Alright guys, so I was just like standing there and I saw, like, I've been trying to do some things, but like the things aren't working, so I'm like, whatever, I'm just not gonna do those things because it just makes me mad. Um, like there's a lot of things inside, there's so many things inside of TikTok, and I keep getting pushed to go onto TikTok and do things on TikTok, and it's like, okay, well, like, and I have products in other places that I can tell people to go to, but like I can also put things onto TikTok, and I've been trying to figure out how to do that, and it's like I don't even know anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I am so many things in there. I'm already like I'm signed up to make money. I'm making money that I found out about last night, like promoting things, but. There's so much stuff in there. It's just overwhelming to me. I am going to go live on there tomorrow night to do readings, like $5 quick ones, $10 long in-depth ones. But I was just like I saw messages and they didn't resonate for me. So I was like, what's going on with me? Okay. And then I was like, well, let me do this for the collective because the collective is connected and we're all under the same type of stuff. So you may be having a little bit of like today. And remember that we're still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So that may be why like things are like, because like it's not that I'm stupid or I can't figure things out. It's that literally like things just like keep spinning and not working and like failing and then like telling me I'm not signed up to things I've already signed up to, and I'm like, I'm already signed, like I've already made money in here. How am I not signed up? And then there's, you know what I mean? So what is real? What is true? You know, what is true? What is real? Who is real? What will the time reveal? Confused. Okay. Now, again, like I keep seeing messages towards certain things, and it's like, oh, be careful of this, be careful of that, doop-a-doo-boop, and boppity-bop, and it's like, I don't want to focus on that shit, because I'm just so tired of it. Like, I'm like, I don't even care. I don't care. Just go away and stay away if you're going to be fucking horrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't see why people... Yeah, like, just shift your focus, you know? Like, if you don't, like, put it this way, like, because I get these messages of, like, oh, protect yourself, somebody may not like you, or, like, somebody, like, there may be, like, a conflict or whatever, and I'm like, that's why I was like, it doesn't even resonate, because, like, I don't fucking talk to anybody, be near anybody to conflict with, so unless they're just conflicted at me being, existing, and doing what I'm doing, and then it's like, stop looking, you know? So... I feel like some of you could be feeling this way too. Like, fears realized. See? Fucking Mercury is kicking my butt. Dude, what do you want? What do you want? Let me get the lighter for him. Like, I petitioned him today. I did things inside of the glasses for him yesterday. Like, I've got winged things for him all over the place. I got this guy over here. Oh, look, now everything's getting purple. So, obviously, they're like, yes, you're doing more. And I think that's the message is, like, we're coming to the end of a chapter, okay? Cycles are closing, new beginnings. It's an ending of the chapters of what is true, who is real, what will the time reveal. This is a red candle for Mercury Hermes, okay? Thank you, Hermes, Mercury, the god of wings. Thank you for helping us see and to understand the messages. And look, when leaves hit the ground, be sure to look around, fall. So that's where I am right now in 919, reconciling the past, surrendering into a new chapter. So a few weeks to go. You can make it fast or make it slow. I feel like I'm already seeing the signs of things shifting and going in the right direction. But if I start to go into the if I collect all my eggs in one basket, I freak out. So it's like, instead of like trying to listen to what the world says all the time, because I've never been one to go with the world, I need to go within and listen to what I'm being guided to do. Let go of this pressure of it all. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what's the worst thing? The worst thing that could happen is like, I just, you know, look, changes, fears realized, like shifting. Like the worst of the worst is like, well, I just like, I guess I'm fucked. You know, like I guess I won't be able to pay my rent, or I won't be able to, you know what I mean? Just do something specific. And if that happens, it's like, that's all that happens. It's like, I'm going to do my best. But focusing on that, will literally cause the blocks in other places. Like now your app isn't working. Now these other avenues are breaking. And I see the shift so quick too, because like earlier today I did something with this stuff. Like I wrote the thing, and immediately after it was like ching ching, because whenever somebody buys something on Etsy it does ching ching. So I was like, yeah, you know, and I keep trying to focus on that, like focus on the good things that are happening so that more good things happen. But it is one of those tight ropes, I think, that we're ready to break free from at this time. And again, it can be extremely difficult when there's stress like that in your life, when like people around you are also like, you know, needing you. But you have a beauty anyways, you're unique anyways, you don't need to be afraid to open up. And it says, expect to be hit with Cupid's dart as all open their hearts. Valentine's Day, I feel like, you know, Valentine's Day ain't that fucking far away from us right now. We just had summer here, we're now in the fall, so like literally within a few months, as all open their hearts, expect to be, I feel like things are shifting, and it could be good or bad based on how you shift with it. If you shift your consciousness into like, everything is okay, everything's working out for me, yay, 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 and just keep showing up and doing what you know you need to do to get the things to work, instead of standing there in paralysis, like, I don't know what to do. You just start. Like, what are you being guided to do? And for me, that has gotten easier over time because I know. So like, I was being guided to do the next guided meditation thing, and that's truly what I'm being guided to do. However, that's not a very lucrative thing. Like, not that many people donate to it. Not that many people, like, it's not gonna, you know what I mean? So it's like, but that's what I'm being guided to do. So instead of being like, well, let me do the lucrative thing, let me go live and do readings, when I'm being guided to do that, instead what happens is I stand there like in paralysis, and then I go onto TikTok trying to figure out things, and it's like, and now I'm not getting that done, I'm not getting this done, and this isn't working because I'm going against the flow of the creation of what I know they want me to do, okay? So this is interesting because we've got winter solstice and spring solstice here. So this is coming up, and it says, when we tilt away from the sun, know that things will soon be done. And this says, when the light and the dark remain in a balance, expect to see solace, breathe life in the barren. So both of those times, that's kind of what's going on. It's like one represents that, like, hey, we're getting halfway, like we're at the halfway point towards the dark. And then the other one's like, hey, we're halfway out of the dark. But like either way, it's like we're there, okay? So like if things have been difficult, look at this as that halfway point. So now everything's going to be going up for you. Everything's going to be working out for you. But you got to shift the consciousness and the fears. And it may be time to take a break from things too that are causing the stress. Because like, again, when we get into that like, I got to just do, that puts it against us too. But it's hard to do that. But they're saying tomorrow is another day. Try again another way. Take a break, you know. Shift your fears. You don't, and that's another thing too, like what is true, what is real, shifting the consciousness and the fears. It's like being in that place of like, I've got to do something in order to receive something is also incorrect, because like I could go to bed and wake up tomorrow and wake up to like totally different reality, and I've done it, I've seen it, it's happened. Like, and sometimes it starts to happen and then I fuck it up with my, you know, and we all do this. So open a book, take a look. The answers you seek will come this week. I was also thinking of like, doing, like I did go into the academy on TikTok, because they'll teach you shit on TikTok about how to use TikTok. So I was learning things about doing the lives, did my first one last night. Like, I'm taking all the necessary steps. The response of that is, you know, however long that takes for it to happen, you know, it's not, I can't be afraid, I can't force things, because I will make them longer and shorter and harder, and you know what I mean. So as all flowers appear, a new dawn is here blossoming. I feel like there is a new dawn here for us, but we may need to just like educate ourselves, take it slow, but it's time for the change, and it won't be strange. Whatever you've got going on in your life that you can relate to, just know that like you're coming out of that. So this could even be in love. Like maybe you've had difficulties in your love life, and now you're starting to have clarity about your value and your worth, and like also your part within why that may have been going wrong, or how your mind was sabotaging you and making you wait for someone. Oh, I'm waiting for him, and I'm waiting for him, and I'm waiting for him. He will never show up as long as you are waiting. You got to stop waiting and start expecting him to show up. And it may be a tower moment, you know. You're going to have to use your intuition, because when you shift that reality, he will show up. But if you want him to show up and things to go in a way that doesn't repeat old patterns or be in a way that's just like it doesn't feel right to you, you will have to trust your intuition and your boundaries, and go slow there too. Like, it doesn't have to be a boom boom, especially if you're looking for something stable and solid. You don't want to just like hit it and quit it. You know, like, there may be a lot of passion there. You might like the passion, but you know it's not worth breaking your heart. You know that that chapter is closed, and like, people may rush in to communicate with you, and they could offer you the 10 of Pentacles, but you need to make sure that like it's just, it looks and feels and is as is on your way there. That it's not gonna like be like, oh no, I got beat up again. You're an Empress, so people need to adjust, so that you adjust, you know, like, adjust your mind, adjust your expectations, adjust what you're thinking, adjust what you're saying, adjust what you're doing, and how you're being, because you don't always have to be doing. You could just be being. Like, literally, when we're just being, like, the day that someone reached out to me, I was just being. It took the whole day off. I didn't do anything specific that day, and I was just like laying there with the puppies when the person reached out to me, which I hadn't really sat down much at that point. Like, I was like always like doing something, right? But as soon as I was just being, the communication came in. So if you're waiting for communication, or you're always doing something to distract yourself, or you're never just being in the receptive energy, somebody may want to reach out. They may wish and hope they want to, but you could be blocking them and walking away from it by the energy you're emitting. And then they, you know, as soon as you shift it, they could come rushing in to communicate with you. And just be mindful of what the communication is, how it's presented, and then decide on how you're going to, like, what you're going to give back to that, and keep your strength so that, you know, you don't get messed up. Like, you know, so it's not clouded, so it's not crazy, so it's not, you know, like, I'm afraid of opening up my heart, and your beauty takes breath away, you know, you're wild and free, and you help me find my peace again, and I'm gonna surprise you, because I miss your warmth, and you've made me feel alive again. But look, I can see beyond the smoke and mirrors now. Like, we want to make sure that it's not just like, you know, we don't repeat the old cycles, that, you know, we get the apologies that we are needing, or that, like, we don't do things that require apologies again, or don't head in that direction again, because we are here to overcome and grow, and we have the eyes that see beyond illusion. Automatic writing might be good for some of you too, to get these things out of your head and onto paper, and messages from your guides that will help you with your sacred, like, transformation at this time. Dream time too. Pay attention. You may be having dreams of prophecy and history. And then fire may be something to work with right now too. Like, interesting that I would light those candles. We also have passion. So I feel like somebody is probably very passionate for you. They may want to fight to communicate with you. But they could be like a little lone island right now, just kind of holding back. And they say, just dive a little deeper with me. I promise I love you. Take off the mask. So they could be looking at you as wearing a mask, and if you are, they're probably mirroring it back, and it's like, you probably just got to take off your fucking masks. But yeah, there may be triggers to face too within memories that you have. So stay mindful, practice your inner peace, find out people's intentions. Like, if you do receive something from somebody, just find out what their intentions are. Like, what do you want to do, man? So that you can nurture healthy relationships and connections, and that you don't get caught up in something that's like, oh, I gotta cut all these cords now, and, you know, take your power back and affirm your power, and know that you're an inspiration when you do that. Like, you'll inspire other people to rise up to meet you there, or not be there whatsoever. You know, that's the type of energy people need to have. It's like, either you come correct or you don't come at all. Because if you come correct, I'll be correct too. But if you don't come correct, don't come at all. Because I'm looking for the equal, not a half. You know, I want good communication. I want the universe. I want to know that you love me. I want to know that you mean it all the time, and that there's value in this new star, and that there isn't hidden agendas or, you know, influence from things that are short-lived. So we want our 9 of Cups, which, you know, can be, you know, good with the lover, the King of Cups. Like, we want that love, not that anxiety, not those sleepless nights. So yeah, we've been healing, and I feel like we're not giving up on our happily ever afters. In Renee, namaste.